Hello. Hello, man. Ready to come back. Like nothing better to do. Hello, Slay. How you doing? I've got fuck all better to do, so I might as well come on for a bit. You know, I'm kind of lonely, so yeah, might as well just fucking come on with you guys. Continue with some of the workout stuff. So yeah, let's just do that. We're saying, people. Hello, Daniel. How you doing? Welcome in here. I'm all right. How are you doing? Hope all is well. Can't believe it's only 5 days till Christmas. Not even really looking forward to it that much. It's like fucking boring, really. Yeah, it's good to see the family and all that, but I don't know. Not even really that asked. I just tend to stay on my own most of the time these days. It's good to have a bit of social interaction from time to time, but I would easily get bored of it, especially with certain people and people that I just don't really connect with. Where the fuck is everybody? You don't celebrate Christmas, how come? This is fucking boring. Maybe I shouldn't have bothered coming back on. I thought, oh, maybe some more people will arrive, I don't know, maybe some people will join later, I don't know, but fuck all going on here right now. Okay, Abby, hello, the positive elf. How are you doing? What's your name? Yeah. Santa and his elves. Yeah, I don't know. Just fed up of it all, really. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel appreciated that much. Yeah, you know, you'll get the odd person that'll be like, you know, show appreciation, but like, on the whole, it just doesn't really feel like, you know, even when I really try to put effort into something that. Hello, Yogi. Have you finished? Yeah. Welcome in here. So, yeah. How's your day going so far? I haven't seen a lot of your crewing yesterday. Don't think I saw any of them, to be honest. Even when you went on, they didn't show up. So, I don't know. I haven't seen anything of Squirrel, I haven't seen anything of Vance, any of them. None of them were here last night. I don't know. Pretty good, alright. Was there somebody else live or something, or what was going on? Yeah. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, I never know who might hang out or not. I try to take it in stride. Yeah, I don't know. It's just odd how like none of them showed up. Like it's like one day that everyone shows up and then next day like nobody shows up. It's like I don't know. Yeah, you seem to have built a good community in your lives, but it doesn't really feel like it that much here. It's just I don't know. Maybe it just takes time, whatever. But a lot of people just come and gone. You know, a lot of the people that used to come here regularly, they've just stopped coming. Or they maybe only come like once a month or something. It can be a bit disheartening. It's like you've got a lot of like dead wood on your channel where it's like even with you, for example, where you've got like nearly 7,000 subs, and you might be lucky to maybe get 20 people in your live or something. You know, so like yeah, you'll get people coming and going, but you might get say like maybe at the most maybe 100 regular viewers out of nearly 7,000. Yeah. I don't know, it's just one of those things, I guess, but it's just, you'll see some channels where they'll have like, let's say, you know, 10,000 subs, and they're getting 2, 3, 4, 500 people watching their lives. You know, so I don't know. It's just some people have a very disproportionately low number of viewers to, you know, subscribers. Yeah, I get that, but I'm trying to build my channel and try to, you know, get successful with it, and I don't know, because the more viewers you got, then the more, you know, kind of potential for, like, I'm not saying I'm doing this for money or anything, but there's more potential for that if there's more viewers. Yeah. Okay, but I don't know, it's just, hardly anyone comes in here and supports me. They're just kind of like, they don't seem to really care, a lot of them. And yeah, I don't know, maybe because I find it difficult to actually really connect with anybody. Like, I just don't really relate to a lot of people. Maybe it's my autism or whatever, I don't know, but I just don't relate to a lot of people. I kind of do my own thing, and just like, people start talking about shit and I have absolutely no idea because I'm just not interested. So I just lose the conversation, and then that's the thing, even if I'm out, meeting people in the real world, I just can't seem to be able to kind of like maintain any kind of friendship for the most part, because I just end up zoning out because I'm just not interested in whatever they're talking about. So, and then whenever it is something that I'm interested in, then I start butting in and then start to take over the conversation, which can then become annoying. So, yeah. So I'm trying my best here, and it's just, I don't know. It's just this fucking algorithm that's just pushing out bullshit. Doesn't push out wholesome content. Unless you really stand out, like, unless you, like, I don't know, have some quality about you that really makes you stand out, then yeah, then they'll push you. But other than that, it's like, no one really cares about you. Like, what can I do that will really make me stand out? I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to stand out over the rest, because that's what I've got to figure out. Because I don't want to just end up being like every other YouTuber that's trying to make it and ends up going nowhere. Like, you'll see all these people in the fucking networking community that I used to go to. None of them really ever made it on YouTube. Hello, Haley. Because they weren't actually unique or anything. There was nothing about them that set them apart from everybody else. So you've got to figure out, okay, well, what is it about you that is different? That's the only way you can ever really make it on here, I guess. It's like, what is it that's going to set me apart? Another say, just be you, but you've got to be different. You can't just be like everybody else. Like, I don't know. I'd say I am different in a way, but not in a way that really kind of is, brings in, people. So, yeah. It's like, I'd have to probably do some pretty crazy shit, But it's like, you question, okay, do I really want to do this? Just for the sake of trying to build my channel. Yeah. Yeah, no, but it's like, they say be yourself, then sometimes just being yourself isn't enough. Like, you have to put your best foot forward. You can't just be yourself. Like, if you tell someone to just be themselves, then they might think, oh, well, I'll just sit around on a couch all day, because to them that's just being themselves. But when they say be yourself, you have to be the best version of yourself and find your kind of unique selling point. Oh, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, your unique selling point that sets you apart from everybody else. Because what is it that's going to set me apart from everybody else? Because before you figure that out, there's no point in trying to waste your time trying to build a channel just to go nowhere. Because you have to have something that, it's like there's the autism thing, but like, that's not really anything special. It's like, I don't know, so what is it about me that's gonna, kind of, you have to have some kind of story that inspires people, or something of kind of inspiration, or something like, I don't know. There has to be some message or something, and I thought I was doing that, but it feels like it's just not enough. It feels like you have to really go above and beyond, like where you have to do something quite extreme. like go through some kind of extreme challenges or something that you may not necessarily want to do, but you have to kind of do it to get that exposure. Hello, Catherine, how you doing? I was on the comedian's live just now. His name is Josh Wolf. Okay. Oh, yeah, well, welcome back. Anyway, I've just came back on about 16 minutes ago. I don't know, so what's going to really make me stand out from the rest? I mean, I have all these talents and stuff, but like, I don't really feel like I'm particularly good at anything. Like, yeah, I can be alright at some things. I'm alright at magic. I'm not like an expert at it, I wouldn't say. So I just haven't really been able to kind of stay committed for all that like time. Like, you know, it's I find it difficult to stay committed to anything for a long period of time. I get bored quite easily and then move on to something else. My interests will shift and then like, so, you know, in order to really stand out, you have to like just do one thing for an extended period of time, because otherwise, if you're just going to end up becoming a jack of all trades and master of none, and people are just going to not see that as special. Like, you really have to shock people with your abilities. Otherwise, it's just, oh yeah, well, that's interesting, but it's nothing special. I like a bit of dark humor, to be honest, yeah. But I wouldn't say I'd be good at writing jokes. I mean, I can tell jokes kind of like randomly, but wouldn't be anything like that I could really kind of profit off, really. But I need to just try and do more of the busking stuff. But like, I mean, I'm planning to do that next year, but I don't know. But it's just I've been wanting to try and build this YouTube channel up though, and just doesn't really feel like it's going anywhere. So like, what can I really do? Will I have to get guests on or something? Something, you know, people that are actually quite, you know, sort of known or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna have to try and figure something out, because the way things are going at the moment just doesn't really feel like it's working out for me, and it just feels like Groundhog Day. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking I could use the busking to promote YouTube, but I don't even think people really care. Because even when I've had my banner out before, no one really bothered to come over to my socials hardly. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well tonight. It's just that you have to like stay consistent with something, but it can be difficult, you know, when you lose interest. Because it's like you have to follow your passion, but then what if your passions change, and then you just have to then, you know, sort of start over again and try to build something else up and do well with that. Because sometimes my passions come and go. Like, for example, I do magic tricks, and sometimes I might go back to that, but I just don't stick at it. Anyway, this is why you get people like taking fucking steroids, because they feel like that's their only way of really trying to get known and get people to actually give a damn about them. But actually, you know, make money and whatever. I know like there's more to life than that, I know that, but you know, I really want to make the most of things. I mean, I have interests that kind of randomly kind of fluctuate between things. I wouldn't say it's depression, it's just I can have a passion for something and then it goes to something else, and then I'm hyperfixate on it, and then I'll hyperfixate on something else for a while. Yeah. I get easily distracted, and yeah. I mean, I'm on the autism spectrum, but I may have undiagnosed ADHD as well, but there's no point getting diagnosed with that because it's not going to help me anyway, but yeah, it could just be that, I don't know, I just can't stay committed for very long. I get to like a point where I'm somewhat adequate, and then I end up stagnating. That's what tends to happen. My husband is the same way you are, yeah. But when you really want to try and get somewhere with something, then you just end up losing the passion, and then because nobody wants someone that's okay at this, okay at that, okay at something else. They want somebody that's really good at one thing. And yeah, it's like this whole become a master of something versus becoming a jack of all trades and just being A-OK at lots of things, because then you're just a generalist rather than a specialist. Specialists will make a lot more money. For example, general practitioners, they don't make a lot of money compared to specialists. Hi, Jamie, how you doing? Like, for example, like someone who can generally be quite good at gardening, they make A-OK money, but then someone who can do specific things like landscaping and more kind of like, intricate kind of stuff get more money because they're more specialized in that. They have more expertise in that specific field. But being too much of a generalist is just going to lead to average outcomes. That's what most people end up doing, is they haven't got specialized skills because they haven't been able to find something that they can stay passionate about for years and years. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's difficult when but it's just hard because sometimes you just lose the interest in it, or you just want to do something else. I don't want to have to keep doing the same thing. It just ends up becoming boring. Like, I couldn't just keep doing my magic tricks because then I'd just get bored of it. I'd want to move on to music, for example, but if I kept doing that, that would get boring. I love this time of year, but looking forward to starting my weight loss again in January. Yeah, because a lot of people slip up around Christmas, don't they? Because of all the, fattening foods and stuff. But it's like, do people really need to do all that shit? It's all gluttony to me. Like, people getting sick at Christmas time, making themselves sick with all the unnecessary consumption, and then you've got the Easter as well, where it's just a lot of crap. Life is so confusing. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm in 29, so I'm almost 30, so should have everything together by now, really. Yeah. Well, just gotta be careful not to let yourself go in it, Abby. But yeah, at least you're going to the gym tonight and trying to make up for it, I suppose. But just gotta do what you gotta do. But I just don't see the point in trying to in just going gluttonous. It's just, you can have a good time without having loads of drinks and loads of crap food. I just don't understand why it's so necessary to do all that kind of crap and just make yourself unhealthy. Like, it just isn't necessary. Find other things that make you happy. It's like they're trying to do that to make up for something that they lack. You have to figure out what that is, and just yeah. I'm not that bothered about Easter. Yeah, well, it's just people finding these celebrations as an excuse to be gluttonous. Anyway, hope everyone's doing well tonight. Yeah. I don't know. But then again, maybe sometimes I underestimate my own abilities as well. I don't know, sometimes it's hard because like you don't know if people are trying to blow smoke up your ass or because you get mixed reactions. It can be difficult to know, like, because yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes, like, because it's like sometimes you need you know, like an outside perspective on things to kind of like give you feedback. Sometimes it's hard to tell if you're actually good yourself and listen to other people's feedback on it. But sometimes people are trying to either blow smoke up your ass, or they might be trying to be really mean to you, and it's hard to tell if those mean comments are actually serious and they're actually saying you suck because you actually do, and then you've got them saying, oh, you're really good, when they might just be trying to be nice to you, to blow smoke up your ass. Sometimes it's hard to tell if what the actual truth is when you don't really kind of, it's hard, sometimes it's hard to be kind of aware of like how good you really are. Like, how good really am I at that thing? It's like, yeah, I think I'm somewhat adequate, but like, how good am I really? As long as you center yourself in your beliefs and discipline, it doesn't matter what other people think you say. Think or say, yeah, I know. Yeah. I just need the toilet real quick. 9, so you can't be going for long then, can you? Or you're going to be going, or do you mean you're going to be coming to the chat whilst you're at the gym or something? Like, what are you doing? If I don't sleep well, everything falls apart. A good night's rest is so important. Yeah, I agree with that. I have had times where I've had bad sleep and it just really makes me ratty and negative. So I do sort of like advocate for sleep, but it can be hard for people, really. It can be hard to do that. So, what do you mean, absolutely, Jamie? I don't remember, you know. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Just gotta like look back at where you've come from and then focus on that rather than trying to compare to other people, because that's another thing that can really sort of fuck you up, is comparing yourself to where other people are. Because you're always going to have some area where you're, you know, kind of, where you're falling short in that, you know, so like, you just have to accept that, you know, when nobody's perfect, we'll have our strengths and weaknesses, and even the people that think they're so great at everything, they have their weaknesses. That's just what it is. So what's going on then, Abby? You said you was going to be going at 8, and then so you said you was going to come back by 9. I don't even know if I'm going to still be on live at that time, so depends how this goes, really. But just, yeah. Yeah. It's just you got to believe in yourself and all that. It's just difficult when you're feeling like the outside world isn't really kind of sort of really kind of validating that sort of thing. Hello, Juk Songs, how you doing? Hello, Skits, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're well tonight. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. I'm going to the gym, but I'll be back at 9, so you can't really be going for long then, can you then? So you're not going, what are you doing there? Are you doing your boxing or something, or what's your plan? I guess it's round the corner from you, is it? You seem sad. I'm just a bit fed up with things really, but I think it's just because I've been stuck in this fucking place and it's just, I need to get out and do my travelling soon. That's one thing I need to start doing. I think that the change of scenery will kind of can help. But it's just the weather's not really permitting right now. It's just working on my core muscles and going to have a swim afterwards. Oh yeah. Yeah, swimming's good for burning calories, isn't it? Yeah, it's a good form of cardio. But yeah. Alright, take care, Haley. It's been alright, Skits. Just, yeah. Change of scenery is inspiring, yes, it is. It just sucks when you just have the same shit every single fucking day. It's almost like a form of torture. It's just, I don't know, like Groundhog Day. It's, yeah. It's just the most uninspiring thing to be like, just seeing the same shit all the time. Especially when you're lonely and just kind of like on your own most of the time, and you just kind of, nobody hardly recognizes you when you're walking around, and you're just like, kind of like a zombie really, just, yeah, that'd be good then, yeah, just, you gotta keep it up, you'll be able to like, get better at it, burn more calories, and yeah. Anyway. Well, I appreciate that, Skits, I'm just, yeah, but I mean, like people in real life, it's just, I don't know, people can say, oh, well, you can go to groups and stuff like that, but then you're not always going to click with these people, and well, I tried going to groups and I end up just kind of getting sick of it, and I tend to find that it's more my home on YouTube, because I think it's just because I need to be in control of things, and I need to be able to have a sense of like just like to be able to control the direction of things. And when you're with people, then especially when you're in groups, it becomes kind of a bit chaotic, and they start talking about random shit, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Like, it's just like, I'd rather be on my own than be around people I'm uninspired by. Yeah, I'm like that. I just kind of tend to just be like a bit of a hermit, really, just kind of stay in my own space and just, yeah. Okay, see you later. Alright, yeah, who's still here then? Not seen a lot of the regulars tonight, so maybe they'll join later, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to restart the live soon. I don't know what I'm doing, really, but yeah. Dux is still there. Yeah, what's your name then? Yeah. Yeah, you take care of it if you're still there. Yeah. Alright, what shall I do then? Shall I do some more abs? Hello, fellows. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah. Been trying to stay consistent with the workouts at least. Let's say I seem to only be able to stay consistent for a certain amount of time, and then I kind of slip off. And hello, Jace. How you doing? Welcome in here. Oh, now all you lot have come in. Yeah. Welcome in. Yeah. Hope you're doing well tonight, people. I've probably gotten a bit of a bad mood because I've just been like training real hard lately, and it's just that can sort of, I notice sometimes if I go really hard, I just end up feeling kind of like a bit tired and just, but weirdly enough, I don't feel like I'm sore or anything like that. It can just really kind of like, it's like it's the nervous system it really can tax, and your nervous system and your brain, it's all connected, and it's just, it just ends up just feeling kind of like your mood sort of shifts. So that's one of the downsides if you go like really hard with it. It can temporarily make you feel like more negative about things. But if you don't go too hard, then you end up feeling better. Yeah. That's when you get a good sleep. Yeah. Hopefully I'll get a good sleep tonight, but you should have seen me last night. I was just really fucking going for it, like. I've been doing a bit of a workout today as well. I went out in the park and they have this lat pull down machine, and they've got the shoulder press machine as well in the park. Like you're pushing your own body weight really, but it's using a machine. You're like pulling the machine down, which like actually pushes you up. Or the one where you actually push the machine up, which like pushes you up. So it's kind of like so depending on your body weight, it's going to be more difficult because you've got like, if say someone's like 300 pounds, they're going to have a real difficult time probably because they've got that much more body weight. Restlessness is common, yeah. So I think that's been part of why I've been feeling a bit like, what a word is, cranky. As if I've been like a bit, but that kind of comes and goes, and it just, I don't know if it's like, hormonal changes or whatever happens. If you don't exercise and release dopamine, you'll be restless. Yeah, that happens. Actually, a lot of people will say that they actually get the opposite, actually, where they feel lethargic by not exercising, where they feel like they're just tired, but they're actually not tired. It's actually lethargy. So yeah, this was a video that Pioneer did where we were talking about you're not tired, you're lethargic probably, I think is what it's called. And it has to do with like the mitochondria shutting down when you are sedentary. So if you say, for example, you have an office job or you're just someone who sits around all day, no wonder you feel tired. You're not actually tired, you're lethargic, you're just lazy. Your body shuts down and just goes to sleep pretty much. Like your brain, your organs, all of it goes to sleep pretty much. So I think I might have to restart in a minute. Yes, the mitochondria is not supposed to chill. Yeah, I guess it depends on each individual. Some people might find that they feel restlessness by sitting around. I guess it depends if you've got ADHD or something like that, then they can feel like that where they always have to move around. Yeah, but if you have like prolonged periods of being sat around, that can make it difficult to really kind of motivate yourself to do anything. So yeah, it's just, yeah, mitochondria, if people don't know, is the energy center of the cell. So yeah, it's what the part of the cell that produces energy. I'm going to do a few of the lateral raises. So I've been trying to get my shoulders wider. But yeah, I was just saying, Jay, so I'll just show you with the shirt off. But the thing is, sometimes I have a lot of food in my stomach and it causes it to look bloated. But if you can see, it's not looking so bloated now, and it does help when you don't have all the, all the food lying in your stomach and all the water and shit. So I eat a lot of watery kind of foods and stuff, so which definitely doesn't help. But yeah, that's it's not where I want to be. But yeah, it's just when I've had a lot of food in my stomach, then it just exacerbates the kind of bloated look. So yeah, I thought I'd just show that real quick. Barbell squats is best exercise ever. Well, that's like your opinion. But yeah, I'm just going to do some of the lateral raises. Take some of these bottles out because it'll make it look a little bit lighter. So I kind of like mess around, like take some bottles out when depending on the kind of exercise that I'm doing. If you're doing like side delts, you really don't need a lot of weight, especially if you do it this way. It's supposed to be better for you if you do it this way, the side delts, where if you kind of like lean on something like this, you're kind of like at a 45-degree angle. And then the other side. Hoping to get some resistance bands for Christmas. If not, I might have to buy some myself. Oh yeah, the pecs, yeah. Yeah, I've been working the push-ups and stuff, so I think I'm gonna have to restart the live, guys. I'll be back soon.